TIFU by not realizing my stepfather never had a son. So some context first, my mother cheated on my dad with stepfather over 10 years ago, and they have been married for 7 years now. I never really gave my stepfather a chance because of that. I wasn't rude or a jerk to him, I just didn't want to go and do things with him because I felt like he ruined my parents' marriage. Anyway, I started riding motorcycles about 6 months ago and he started riding them too, and I thought it was odd because he never talked about it before. Him and I have gone on a couple of rides together now, and it never hit me till now that he tried so hard to do stuff with me because he never had a son of his own. He has 4 daughters and then me, his stepson, who was just blowing him off for years. I can't believe I never realized that till today. I feel like such a jerk and that I wasted all that time with him. I hope he can forgive me someday. Sorry, I'm on mobile. TLD or never gave stepfather a chance. Realized today he tried so hard to have a relationship with me because he never had a son and he saw me as a son. I hope it's not too late to fix. Wow, Op, this is really moving. I'm glad you were able to come to this realization. It shows a huge moment of personal growth. My 2 cents. Lean into this. You don't have to call it out to him directly, but keep hitting him up to go for rides and maybe add the occasional post-ride beer or wrench session. It may be a little late for him to be your dad, but the two of you might turn out to be great friends. Bro, I'd be bitter at the person my mother cheated on my father with too. Especially at a young age. But you're older now, have new perspective, and you seem open to a relationship with your stepfather. I don't really see this as in foo. Just proceed in the way you feel is best. He has kept trying to bond with you while you've been blowing him off all the time? I guess he's adult enough then to understand. If you'd have a one-on-one convo with him and honestly explain why you felt you needed to blow him off, and how you've now come to realize his intentions to honestly bond and explain your appreciation for it, I'm sure he'd be very glad to hear it. IMHO, you'd need to speak these things out to have an honest relationship. Never a time like now to make up for it. He'll realize all that hard work finally paid off. And nothing is more rewarding. Go hang out with him. I'm gonna zag here. You weren't doing anything wrong before. If you want to try and build a relationship with him, go ahead, but you owe him nothing. You're not a jerk. It may have been your mom's choice to cheat, but he also knew he was destroying your family for his own selfish desires. The fact that he never had a son doesn't change that about him. It's fine to forgive him. But there is no F on your part. Doesn't sound like it's too late, smiley face. Not a foo, because you had every right to despise him. You totally have the right to feel this way, and you don't owe your stepfather anything since broke your parents' marriage. If you want to have a relationship, then that's another thing, but you shouldn't feel like a jerk for not letting him in. You shouldn't spend time because he never had a son, instead you want to spend time with him. Long story short, you have nothing to feel bad about, and don't do it for him. He broke up your parents' marriage. Honestly, I'm just not seeing any reason for you to think you foo. I mean, if he rides a Harley, it might be irreconcilable. Barring that choice, you should give the guy a chance. Dude, be direct and talk to him about it. And commit to doing more in the future. You'll be closer for it. You had a grudge against him. No surprise there, and if you feel you're over it, all well and good. If you otherwise feel that you still resent him for what they did, then nothing wrong with that either. You are allowed either feeling or even both together. He could have done any of that with his daughters. He wasted 4 opportunities to bond over the years before you came along. You can feel bad or not. You are not under any obligation to have a relationship with anyone. You have rights to be angry with your mother and him for the cheating. But if you are only punishing him, that is not fair. Though maybe after all these years you can give him a chance. If my mom cheated on my dad with someone, I would do the same. And I wouldn't give a damn that he had no son. I'm not his son. Not my problem. Cheaters deserve what's coming to them. What about your dad though? Think about it. You don't need to feel guilty. You were a child and those feelings were valid. You're looking through more mature eyes now. That's a part of growing up. And your stepfather was waiting. I hope your bond deepens as time goes on. It'll help if you drop the self-blame. Wish you well. It's all situational, I guess, but when my son was almost 2, his mother cheated on me with another man. It wasn't my fault, and she even admits that it was fully on her and self-sabotage. Being a stay-at-home mom got to her mentally, and we even tried therapy, but nothing worked for her. Her and that guy got together immediately, and as my son grew up, he never accepted him. I never bad-mouthed either of them and was an adult about the situation. They were together until my son was 8, until she repeated the process. They had a kid together and she cheated on him at the same age our son was. I asked my son why he didn't like him or didn't want to give him a chance, but my son always said that he didn't like him. Personally, I didn't like the guy because initially when I found out about him talking to my son's mom, I told him to beat it and he ignored that. I asked her to stop talking to him so we could repair our family. I thought it would be best for our son to work through it. So for me, they both were at fault. Her for cheating and him for not having the morals to not sleep with a person, with a family. That is trying to get past what the partner did. It's not too late to fix if there's genuine desire to do so. Go talk to him.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.